A diplomat par excellence. That's how Aziz Pahad's peers remembered him. He has been hailed as one of the key architects of South Africa's foreign policy.
It's a sad day for all of us practitioners and those who are following the implementation of foreign policy in South Africa, which has everything to do with what Aziz represented. Was one of the architects of that foreign policy and one of the key people in ensuring that it is meticulously implemented. You wouldn't fault Aziz on anything that has to do with foreign policy. Any complicated problem that you wanted solved, Aziz would be there. Think it through, work through others and with others, and make sure that it delivers. Nobody would have thought that somebody could be entrusted to go to Iraq and talk to Saddam Hussein and his people to offer South Africa's assistance in establishing whether there is any weapons of mass destruction.
He says there are a number of lessons that aspiring diplomats can learn from this giant.
Well, the best way we need to do to keep his legacy alive is to make sure that those who are the current practitioners, who are in the cold face of the implementation of our foreign policy, are properly prepared to have the necessary diplomatic skills to navigate very difficult terrains and be able, in the end, to make sure that our objectives or what we want to achieve actually does happen. There's a lot of serious diplomatic skills, and therefore we need to skill our diplomats, train them, and make sure they understand why that if you think that diplomats, if you are in DIRCO, that is a job, you're in the wrong place.
International Relations and Cooperation Minister Naledi Pandor says diplomats have been drinking from his well even during his retirement.
This was a great freedom fighter, a fantastic personality, and someone who has had a sterling role in the history of South Africa, having joined the struggle against apartheid as a very young man, coming from a community that we might not often believe would so firmly be involved in the struggle against apartheid. He came from a political family. As you know, his brother was Dr. Aziz Pahad, and the two went into exile together. But I think Aziz stands out as an internationalist, as someone who was so committed to the cause of international relations and actively gave his life and dedicated it to building international links throughout the world. I think the character of South Africa's foreign relations was shaped very much by him. I did have contact with him after I took up this office.
President Cyril Ramaphosa has declared that the late former deputy minister will be honored with a special official funeral, Category 2, on Saturday.
He served as deputy minister from 1994 to 2008. He has also, before that, he was a freedom fighter, so the freedom that we're enjoying today is also is the benefit of his contribution and the sacrifices he has made for this country, for us to be free as South Africans. So as the government and cabinet, we extend our condolences to the family and friends of the late diplomat Aziz Pahad, but to his ruling party, the ANC, who he served the longest, also both as a young man and also as a leader of the ANC.
Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.